If you ever hear a bad story about me, if someone comes to you with dirt on my name, with twisted words, with cold accusations, I want you to remember something. There was a time I was good to those people too. I was kind. I was loyal. I showed up when they needed someone. I gave when it cost me. I stood by them when others walked away. But they won't tell you that part of the story, will they? They won't talk about the late nights I answered the phone when no one else cared. They won't mention the times I helped them behind closed doors. No spotlight, no applause. They won't remind you of the tears I wiped, the advice I gave, the prayers I whispered for them in silence. Because when people fall out with you, they don't tell your truth. They tell their version of the story, a version that paints them as the victim and you as the villain, a version that conveniently forgets their part and exaggerates yours. But I'm not here to defend myself. I'm not here to argue or explain or prove anything to anyone, because I've learned the people who matter don't need explanations, and the people who demand explanations don't really care about the truth. See, I've made peace with the fact that people change. Loyalty fades. Gratitude is rare. Some folks only love you when they're benefiting from you. And the moment you stop serving their agenda, the moment you say no, the moment you protect your peace instead of their feelings, suddenly, you're the bad one. But let me be clear. I'd rather be misunderstood in truth than accepted in lies. I'd rather lose fake friends than lose myself trying to keep them. Because at the end of the day, I know who I am. I know my heart. I know what I gave. And even if they forget, God doesn't. Let them talk. Let them twist. Let them spread their half-truths and empty narratives. Because while they're wasting breath trying to tear me down, I'm out here building, growing, healing, elevating. The people who truly know me, they don't ask for both sides of the story. They already know my character. They've seen my loyalty. They've felt my sincerity. And they stand with me, not because of what they heard, but because of what they know. So if you ever hear a bad story about me, just know it came from someone who couldn't handle the real me, someone who benefited from me until they couldn't use me anymore, someone who couldn't stand the mirror I held up to them. They won't tell you about the love I gave, the sacrifices I made, the peace I kept, the chances I gave, again and again and again. But that's okay, because I don't need their version of the story to validate mine. I'm at peace. I've outgrown the need to be liked by everyone. I've released the burden of trying to please people who never truly cared. And I've accepted that not everyone who loses you is a loss. So if you've ever felt betrayed, misunderstood, or lied on, you're not alone. Stand tall. Keep your heart clean. Let them talk while you transform. Let them watch while you rise. Because silence is stronger than slander, and growth is the best revenge. If you felt this message, if you've ever been the one they whispered about, lied on, or left out, drop by in the comments. Join our community of real ones, the resilient, the loyal, the honest. We don't fake love around here. We don't live for likes. We live in truth, in purpose, and in peace. God bless you. And may your next chapter be full of healing, elevation, and clarity.